Alright guys, BigPoppaTMo here. Hey, how's it going? Alright, we're going to do a first look at Planet Crafter. This game was suggested by one of my viewers, Stacy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We are going to be playing this one just a little bit and we'll see how it goes. We find ourselves on the surface of Mars. We are in our craft here. Our water is going down. And we got to do the first thing that says craft a T1 backpack. We have a crafting module here, we have a storage module here, and we have some form of a gun in our hand, and we can read the messages. Now to click on any of these things, just left mouse click. And it'll tell you for the backpack T1 to craft, we need iron and iron. So we need to go get 2 irons. There are other parts here, microchip deconstruction module, the microchip, torch. Those are things that you can add to your gun. And of course we have oxygen capsules, water bottles, and an oxygen tank. Those will become important. Inside of our storage we have some food, we have some space food, we have some oxygen, and we have some water, and we have a seed lerma. We'll get to that in a bit. First thing we need to do, we need to go outside. This right here is ice. Left click on your mouse and it'll pick that up. This right here is cobalt. This right here is magnesium. This right here is iron. That is titanium, and we need another iron so that we can make our backpack, and that's also silicon. And of course, I don't see... There's an iron. Hiding back behind the rock. Good, pick that up. Now you see our oxygen was getting kind of low pretty quick. Come back into your ship and it just automatically respawns. Click on that and it's gone ahead and it's made our backpack. Click on it when it's in your inventory and it mounts it over here. Now our inventory has doubled, so we can carry twice as much stuff. These do not stack. That is very, very important to note when you're out and about trying to make some things. Alright, so now we need to do the oxygen tank, and then we will need to equip it. So for that we need 1 more cobalt and 1 more iron. We're going to just focus on the tasks at hand. Now I did play this for a little bit beforehand because I didn't want to look like a complete and total moron. And I needed to figure a couple things out too. So, that's where we're at there. Alright. Oxygen tank. Click that on our back. Now our oxygen goes up to 145. That's super cool. Our heart is going down. That is our food. And then the water is obviously water. So now we can carry 16 items, and we have 2 more slots on here. And that's where it's saying do the microchip construction module. So we need to take a look. Construction right there. So we need a silicon and 2 magnesiums. The magnesiums are the easiest ones because they look like this. So you can tell them from a distance. Then of course the cobalts and the ice are pretty easy because they're blue and white. Alright, come back here. We're going to make the construction. Go in here and put that on. Got it. Now it says make a living compartment. But it doesn't really tell you how. Now I actually had to search for this. Q is the build menu. So for this we need 2 irons, and we already have 1 titanium. So we're going to have to come here and find some stuff. Now I also saw while I was running, there's a box in the ground here. They've got all sorts of stuff in there. We're going to grab what we can. Now what we want to do is we want to kind of take a look around at where we are and see where we think the best place to build would be. I don't think that low on the ground is going to be the best place. There is some form of structure over there. There's a wreckage up there. Looks like there's some ash falling from the sky. I'm thinking maybe we want to build up that way a little bit. It is getting dark though. We're going to run up here real quick. Alright, nice flat area over there. Another wreckage over there. Looks like some pretty decent stuff going on around here. Do our build menu, and we are going to plop that right there, and then we need to make a door. Plop that right there, and then we're going to step on inside because that'll pop our oxygen right back up. Now it says craft a drill, T1, and craft a wind turbine. The drill, the wind turbine, the heater, the veggie tube, these all come in later. This is the most useful thing that we're going to be building again, but we actually want to make another living quarter. And we want it to snap right to it. And if we can, we have enough material. We do not have the titanium to make that, so let's go grab another titanium real quick. Might as well grab the magnesium and another cobalt since it's right there. Top up our oxygen real quick. Snap that together. That's super cool because that gives us some space to work with here. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is obviously the drill. We need titanium and iron, and then the wind turbine. Now, what I also like to do is I like to put some boxes in. So we need to find some iron. We'll need the titanium as well. Now, when your inventory is full, it just tells you your inventory is full. You can't pick anything else up. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to come in here, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some boxes. Scroll wheel on your mouse to rotate. Pretty convenient. Music's actually a lot louder than it should be. Music should actually be off. There we go. I do apologize about that. I don't like playing music when I'm doing videos because you never know when it's going to get you popped. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and move over. We're going to sort first. And we're going to go ahead and move some of these over. We're basically just going to make boxes for each individual type. Alright, now what we don't have on us is our original water stuff. So we're actually going to run back down this hill. We're going to grab all of our supplies that are in this little compartment. grab all. Right click on the water bottle to go ahead and use that. Now you will use a lot more water than you will use oxygen because you're going to go in and out of your building quite often. So sometimes it's good to just stock up on a little bit of ice. Inventory is full. I also saw we had already been to this box. Did we get everything? We did not. There's oxygen and space food. So we are definitely going to want to come back to that. Plus there's a whole bunch of irons down here. Always keep an eye out for those boxes though, because they tend to be pretty full. The warning on the low power was because I double jumped. All right. Now we are going to need a temporary place for all this stuff, so we're going to put that in here as well. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to craft this, so we need a piece of silicon. And we're going to craft that right over here. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to put it right there. Now this is a crafting station, just like we had before. Now you notice there's a new thing in here, the exoskeleton. So we can get that on there and put that in that last spot. What it does is it gives us more spots. All right, so warning, we have low power. We've got a lot of buildings. We actually need to do the wind turbines. And of course for that we're going to need iron, which sometimes is the hardest one to find. It is a little disturbing how quickly you run out of power and oxygen early on in the game, so don't go very far away from your base. Make sure you never travel more than half the distance, half your oxygen distance, unless you carry oxygen with you, which you start doing pretty quickly as well because of that. Pop in here real quick, get our O2 level back up, and we are going to put down our first wind turbine. And we are going to put down our first drill. Now it's telling us to do screens. And before you do the screens, what I highly recommend is to put down one of the desktops. So I'll put a desktop there, and it wants us to do the terraformation one, and then we're going to need to do this. So we need iron, silicone. So we need some more silicon, really. Notice how the lights came on. In the middle of a nice little storm. Inventory's full. Now you can drop things out of your inventory as well. So if you've got too much of something, you can drop it on the ground. I don't know if it ever despawns. It definitely takes a while to despawn if it does, because I've never seen it despawn. Now this is a big screen. I like to put this one up on the side. Now again, we've got low power, so we need to do another wind turbine. That'll give us a little bit more power. Now, terraformation, we're at 17 Ti. That is a consistently upticking number. The more stuff you do, the more you're terraforming. But you notice we only have pressure showing right now. That is from the drill. We don't have a heater and we don't have any oxygen generations. But you can get this one going. And then the other thing, when you go into... oh, shoot, that's what it is. I have to actually put the other screens up. Alright, so now we need the blueprints. We need iron. We're going to need iron for that one too. So we need 2 more pieces of iron. Of course we would need iron. Storm's already over. Pretty quick. Since I'm out and about, I'm going to grab some more stuff. Don't want to waste the journey. Inventory's full. Alright, now, blueprints screen. This is why I put the desk in here. So that I could do these, I need another silicon. There's one right there. And might as well grab the titanium that's sitting right there as well. Of course. It's kind of a continuing issue. Alright, now to show you what these guys do. So this one, this interface, this is all your blueprints. Terraformation, as this goes up, you get more and more of these. This one unlocks at 300 Ti. This one's at 1000 Ti. This one's at 2.5K or 2500. And so as your terraformation number goes up, right now we're at 41. We need to get to 300. When we get to a little bit of oxygen going, we get this. The veggie tubes, once we start heating the place up, we can get veggie tubes. Pressure, this is the one that's going to happen first. We'll get the oxygen T2 relatively soon, actually. If we put another drill out there, it'll go even faster. So start looking at those and figure out what you want to do. Now we can do a veggie tube already, and we have one seedling to put in there. So we can start on the oxygen soon too. We need more iron. And then we need more iron for another drill. So iron is pretty much the thing that we're going to need. The heater takes a special kind of material as well that you either get from salvaging things or from meteor storms, meteor showers. And we'll get to that when one of those happens. Silicon. Okay, so we've got a bunch of titanium on us. I think we're going to put the titanium in with the cobalt for now until we can get more iron. And we're actually going to run down and get what was left in that box. And then we'll grab different supplies on the way back. I'm going to try and grab as much iron as I can. Where was the box? Where was the box? Where is that box? There it is. Yes, I know that was titanium. Hydration level's low. That's actually an oxygen cap. Alright, we're gonna need to hop in here real quick. Now what we can do is we can grab some ice right here. I think it's 2. Alright, so now we've unlocked that. Gonna make a water bottle. Make another water bottle. Now we can't actually make the newly upgraded. I'm gonna eat while we're here too. We can't make the upgraded version of the air tank here. We have to make it at the other crafting station. Damn silicon. Always looking like it's iron. We're eventually going to need all of this stuff anyway, so it doesn't really hurt to pick it up. But again, need more iron. Alright. Now, we wanted to craft the exoskeleton first. And we're going to put that in here. That gives us 4 new slots there. Now we can do the oxygen tank too, but we need cobalt, silicon, and magnesium. And we need to get rid of our other tank. So it's going to be need 1 cobalt. So the one thing we know we're not going to need for that is the iron, but it's going to take up a lot of our inventory. And it's kind of funny if you take, actually it's the oxygen tank. So let's do this. Take that off. Sorry, I was thinking of the backpack. My apologies. Now we can hold up to 200 oxygen. We can stay outside even longer. Now, we've already made the construction one. We don't have the deconstruction one yet, and I actually do want to make that because that's how you can deconstruct and move boxes, which is super useful. It just gives you the materials back for it. Doesn't put the actual box back in your inventory. But the other thing that I want to do is I want to snap one of those on there. Don't have the titanium. That's a weird one not to have. Might as well grab a couple other things while we're out here. Including 1 more titanium. So I would like to beef up the hab a little bit here. Alright, now we've got a decent amount of space inside. Don't like that it keeps these corners, but it is what it is. So nothing I can really do about it. Alright, we should have enough boxes for everything now. So we can take all of the titanium out of here. I'm actually going to take all the cobalt out of here. And I'm going to start putting iron. Ice is a good one. Magnesium. Put the titaniums in here. Silicon. Cobalts. And then food and waters. Alright, we are going to want to make a couple oxygen tanks and a couple water bottles. So we're going to focus on ice and cobalt for a second. Can't resist the iron. Just sitting right there. Inventory is full. No worries. Alright, iron. Might as well go ahead and make the water bottles. Alright. Drink that. Don't need that just yet. Sort that out. I'm going to let the hunger get a little lower. Alright, magnesium. Magnesium and silicon. Why are you not shooting? Something's going on with the gun. Okay, I didn't like that one particular node. I know that I'm not getting what I said I was going to get, but it wasn't picking up anything there for a second. You'll get a feel for when you also want to start carrying oxygen with you when you feel like you could have gone just a little further and gotten more of what you wanted. Plus, when you start getting all of the easy pickings taken away, and yes, it keeps popping up. It is a prologue, so it keeps asking me if I want to give feedback or wish list it on Steam, which is kind of funny because it is wish listed on Steam for me. So it doesn't know. It can't tell. Alright. Let's go ahead and sort this. Put some ice in there. Put all of you in there. All of you in there. Now, one thing that's actually been kind of cool is that with this particular game, I have not had a lot of crashes. The game seems very stable, which is pretty uncommon for an alpha build or a prologue style game. But this one has been pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. All right. Let me go back up in here. Let's sort our inventory. Drop you off. Oh, we have one too many. Uh-oh, we're going to have to build something. I have to build something that requires magnesium. Alright, we are at 194 Ti, 195, not too shabby. So the next thing to unlock is going to be the living compartment glass at 250 for pressure, or 300 for the backpack. So we want to get that to 300 pretty quick because I do want a bigger backpack. If you come to this screen, it'll show you everything that you're doing, how much power you're generating, and how much it's taking. So that is also useful information. Now, what we want to do is, I would like to build the veggie tube, so we need an ice and an iron. And then we're going to want this guy to put in it. And we're going to put our veggie tubes back here. Alright. That's the open veggie tube. Click on that. Put him in there. Close that down. And then this guy starts to grow. And it starts producing oxygen, which is pretty neat. Continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And there you go. We've already got some oxygen cranking up. Now we don't have anything else to put in that particular one. And we cannot do that yet, but what we can do is some titanium and iron. We can make more drills. Now we're also going to want to make at least another wind turbine, so 3 for that. We need 2 titaniums. Wrong box. And we can do 1 wind turbine and 2 more drills. I don't know what the range is on the wind turbines. honestly don't. And they don't really give you anything that indicates what they're going to be. But I am going to do the drills, and the wind turbine will increase the pressure. And that'll go up there. Now, the other thing, we wanted to come in here. Excuse me, I want to do the deconstructor, and I want to do the torch so that I can see. So I need silicon, magnesium, 3 silicons, 3 magnesiums. Make that real quick. Make that real quick. Still telling us to make the heater, but it doesn't tell you how. Now on this, when you just scroll your mouse wheel on your gun, it'll switch. Toggle F to do your torch, your light. And then toggle that for deconstructing. We can do the new blueprint. So that next one comes up at 1.2. That's going to be a while. We don't have any heaters going. That's going to take a while too. And we're almost there, so we can do the backpack really soon. That's going to pop up in just 1 second. So let's go ahead and get ready to make our backpack. While we're waiting, eat something, drink something. Now the backpack 2, iron, silicon, and the titanium. 1 iron. 1 titanium. 1 silicon. This is the part that I was talking about, how you need to take your backpack off. So make sure you have a decent amount of space anytime you do one of the backpack upgrades. But now we can carry 20 different things. Not too shabby. Now, once I get to that point, that's when I start carrying 2 oxygen bottles with me. Because I'm going to range a little bit here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go back down to this box. And back to our original escape cab. There's another box over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the deconstructor. And it just gives us the iron back for it. I know it's not much, but it's a guaranteed piece of iron. And the boxes are empty. I don't want to keep walking back to them. While we're out and about here, we can take a quick look around. I don't see any other boxes that way. There was the one this way. I don't want to pick anything up before I get to it. Because like I said before, they tend to be pretty full. Where was that dang thing? There it is. Alright, we got eggplant seeds. Alright, now, since we got that, I'm going to specifically target iron on the way back. I'm going to try and get back to inventory's full. There's another box right there. Alright, we're not really going to make it back to that, so we're going to pop an O2. We'll come back for it. Let's go ahead and sort our container. Not bad on the iron. Drop the ice. Alright, now this time I'm going to keep all of that on us. We're going to go get this box and then deconstruct it. Take everything out of that. I think we were actually missing silicon the most. Try and get that and iron. This is a very interesting formation. Alright, we're going to put up another wind turbine. Actually, we're going to put up a few. That's it for the iron. Oh, we're full up on magnesium again. We actually want to take some of that. And we need some iron to go with it. Let's actually grab... Let's do 4. We're going to pop a few drills down. Try and kickstart this pressure a little bit. Alright, O2's up to 85, pressure's up to 530. Terraforming levels are going up pretty quick. Solar panel comes in at 1,000. We're at 630 right now. Solar panels will come in pretty quickly. Vegetube 2, drill 2. Alright, so it's going to be a while before we get any other parts until we get that heater down. So to get the heater down, we need other parts. And for other parts, we are going to need to range out a little bit. I'll put it in here. Alright, we got 2 oxygen bottles. We got a water bottle and food. So we're going to go head towards that wreck. Right there. Alright, always make sure you put it on your deconstructor. And toggle your light on. Because it gets pretty dark pretty quick in here. Put it on your deconstructor though, because you can mouse over the different things. Inventory full. The inventory of that is full. Okay. So if you try and do a full box with your deconstructor, it warns you. Don't forget to check the little boxes. Alright, Agi boots. Put the Agi boots on. That way we run faster. Sometimes it like triggers on something. Like there's deconstruct Rex. But I don't see what it's trying to get. Oh, I was getting something here. Ooh, aluminum. We're going to leave the food behind and we're going to take both of those. And we are full, so we're going to boogie on out of here. Now there is no mini map, so that's another thing to bear in mind. No mini map, so you can't really can't see where you're going. So having that particular formation makes it nice to be able to see that. The other thing I was thinking, it might want to actually just build up a very tall structure. Once you get to a certain point, you can get the interior ladders. Alright, so let's go put some stuff away. I'm going to put that away and that away for a moment. The bean seeds can't use just yet. Fabric, we need another box. Alright, let me go ahead and sort this. So the aluminum, all that. This we're going to use for the heater. You can put the food away. So now we need to see, we need ice and magnesium. And we need 4. And I thought we put, there it is. See how big that one got? Put the lerma in that one. Now see, they all have different multipliers. So this one's a 200. This one's a 200. This one's a 150. That one's just a standard. So these guys actually generate more oxygen than those do. So this oxygen number is now going to start going up much faster. And then the other thing that we want to do is we want to put in a heater. Because once you get the planet heated up to a certain point, you can actually... where the hell is my silicon? Right in front of my face. Once you get heated up to a certain point, you can grow certain things outside. Now the funny thing is the heaters, you can put the heaters inside. So now the heat's going to go up and we will get some better things. Alright, I'm going to go gather some resources right around the base. Because we did use a few things. And I'm not ready to venture out to the wreck again. So we're going to get these easy things out of here. Clear this nice little flat plateau. And there's a box over there. Let's go check out the box. What's in the box? Take it. I'll take your little box too. Inventory's full. Drill 2 blueprint unlocked. Sweet. I have no idea if these resources respawn or not. Not a clue. Magnesium seems to be the one that we're getting the most of. I blame them on being so easy to see. Alright, I think we're going to need to make a couple extra boxes for that so that we have one for O2, one for water, one for food. Just because that's the way it's going to be. And might need to make another one for magnesium too. Now, unfortunately, you cannot stack these boxes. I've not found a way to get them up off the ground or anything, which is kind of unfortunate. I would like to be able to do something like that. I think that would make it a little bit nicer. But guys, that has been it for the first look aspect of this game. So far I like it. It's pretty interesting. It's got a couple different aspects that other games don't have, but it is very similar to a lot of other survival games. I am interested to see how well this progresses. I haven't taken it much further than where I've been so far, so moving forward it's going to be bigger, badder, better bases, um, and exploring those wrecks and getting the suit upgraded a little bit better. If you like what you've seen, do me a favor, give me that thumbs up. And please, if you haven't already and you've made it this far, subscribe to the channel. Click those notifications, get notified when I post new content or when I go live. I really do appreciate it. I will be turning this one into a series probably, so look forward to future episodes. And until next time, go gather your own damn resources.